There is something about keeping animals that we need to know. Wherever you'll go, you'll find people rearing chicken, keeping animals, birds, ducks. You find people with goats, cows in their homes. And you wonder, why do people keep these things? In traditional spiritualism, the animals are not just for meat and money. Those days you used to find people rearing a lot of cattle. They don't even eat, they don't even slaughter, they don't sell, but they are there, not for prestige, but for a purpose, for a spiritual purpose. Animals are seen as carriers of ancestral energy. They act as guards of homes and land, and they are symbols of wealth and destiny. When you have them, they attract wealth. They show that you have something, that you're wealthy, that you're rich. And most importantly, they are messengers between the physical and the spiritual world. And in most cases, they're used for protection. They are there to protect you. When the devil attacks, that is why sometimes you find animals, you wake up, you find an animal has died in your crowd. It was not sick, but it died. You find animals, goats, you find dogs barking. You wake up, you find a hen has died when it was not sick because the devil visited you in the night to attack you or to take something from, and it found these birds, and this bird decided to protect you. If the spirits, the evil spirits visit you and they find you strong, they will take these animals. That is why you find an animal has died, a sheep has died, a goat has died, a chicken has died, because you are protected and these things gave up their lives. So it is a very bad thing to stay in a home without an animal, to stay in a home without a chicken, without a bird, without a goat, without a cow, because you remain empty. You're like someone who's not protected. You become vulnerable to attacks, to witchcraft, and so on, because there's nothing to guard you. That is why you find dogs barking at night, because they have seen a spiritual presence. They have seen something that you cannot see by your eyes. But for them, they are able to detect that there is an energy moving around. There is something evil around. There is something that is not human. And then they'll chase it away by barking or physically fighting them. And spiritually, when you have a hen or a chicken and you find that that hen is laying very many eggs, this is a sign of prosperity. This is how you gauge your level of prosperity. If you find your chicken or your hens are laying very many eggs, you know you are blessed. That is a blessing. And when a chicken enters into your bedroom, that is also a message. It comes with a message that there is something, there's a problem. You need to protect yourself. You need to do this and that. Once a chicken enters into your bedroom, just know there is a message it is coming with. And whenever you see a hen crowing like a cock, know there is a spiritual disturbance in your home. There's an interference. There's something happening. And if you have a hen and that hen is laying and refuses to sit on the eggs, know that this is a sign of a bad omen in your home. And for the birds, if a chicken crosses your path when you're moving somewhere and then you see a chicken moving, you need to be very careful and watchful of that direction, of that path you're taking. That journey that you're taking, you need to be very careful with it. Something might be wrong somewhere. So this is a signal from the spirits that something is wrong. Be watchful of your journey. And for the cows, when you hear a cow mowing at night, you know there is something happening around your home. There is something unusual. Maybe a spirit has visited. It might be evil or ancestral. So be very careful with it. And when you lose a cow, when a cow dies, this is a curse. It is like you have lost your protection. And when you find a random cow entering into your home unexpectedly, know that this is a sign of a critic or a visitation from a spirit. A spirit is visiting your home. And if you have a healthy cow in your home, this is ancestral approval. It means the spirits have blessed you. And once you find a cow, you dream of a cow, that a cow is walking into your home. In a dream, this shows an incoming blessing. So it means a blessing is on the way. And it is also similar with the goats. When you hear a goat crying at night, it means there is a spirit nearby. They are able to detect, to watch spirits, to see them. That is why sometimes when you're pulling a goat and it refuses to move, it means it has seen a spirit ahead. So that resistance of it, it shows. That is why sometimes when you overpull it and you overpower it, it comes running in a different direction. So it means that there is a spirit in the direction where it was going. That is why it stood firmly with that kind of resistance. And for the case of the dogs and cats, dogs are majorly for protection and guardianship. And for the cats, it brings awareness about the spiritual world. Intuition, it moves with intuition. When you see a cat, it means you need to trust your intuition, especially when you see it in a dream. It means whatever your spirit is telling you is true. So it brings spiritual awareness and protection against witchcraft. So what you need to do is to avoid killing cats. Avoid killing cats at all costs. When you kill a cat, it brings bad luck. It brings misfortunes. That is why you find when a vehicle knocks a cat, that driver will get problems, or the vehicle will get problems. So once you are in a vehicle and that vehicle knocks a cat, it is better you come out of that vehicle.